Hey everyone, this is Flashyou here, and welcome to another Azeroth Throwback Thursday. And this week we will be covering the zone called Azhsara. Azhsara is a really unpopular zone. Well, maybe now, more so since Cataclysm, but beforehand, Azhsara was not a place you really wanted to go to due to its lack of quests, and basically being very restricted to mostly Horde. So as Alliance, you didn't really want to come over here. It was known, though, around, I believe it was the outer edges, if I'm not mistaken, so around here, to be a lot of thorium vein at the time, because it was a higher level area. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's about like high 50s, or mid 40s, 50s, but again, it's not a place that you wanted to go, because if you take a look at my surroundings here, a lot of high hills. I mean, didn't look exactly like this. Obviously didn't have the big Gallywix figure right in front of us here. But a lot of hills is my point, a lot of ups and downs, and if you didn't have the right type of mounts to kind of get around, it was very difficult to manage your way around, and it's just not a place that you wanted to go, because even if you look at your map here, it's just really just far off. Like, no point. But today I wanted to cover it because I think it is a place that should be a bit more liked. A lot more interactive quests now with the Cataclysm. It's a lot more fun. So one of the things as a Horde player, and if you're a toy collector, is to get the Fated Wizard Hat. This one right here. I actually don't have it because I don't really play Horde, but I should consider it since I'm a big toy collector. So basically, for this one, it's a very long quest chain. It actually has 15 quests for you to complete it to get the toy. And it says here, in memory of lost dreams of being an apprentice. So basically, the person from which you're getting this with is Teemo, and basically you're kind of doing her job for her, basically defeating all the big bad guys, and essentially she gives away her wizard hat because she doesn't really want to be an apprentice after all. It's kind of a cute little story. I'd really recommend to kind of go through it and get a really cool toy out of it. Nothing too special. I might actually have the appearance here. Oh, shit. I love the new appearance tab. Like, how useful is this, right? But the toy, back on track here, the toy looks like this one right here, the Wicked Witch's hat. You basically get the hat on. You don't get a new uniform or costume or transmog, I should say, but you do get the nice little Wicked Wizard's hat. Oh, Wicked Wizard's hat. Oh boy, the Fated Wizard's hat looks exactly like the Wicked Witch's hat. So it's neat. It doesn't persist through death. Like, that's what I don't like about most toys, is like, you know, you kind of use it in raid because you want to look different, you want to look cool, and then, you know, you wipe in the first 2 minutes and then there goes your toy, right? But still, cool little flavor text right there. So, to kind of get back down to business here, Azhsara is beautiful. Like, look at these trees, look at the scenery, even with the rain. Like, this place is ominous. Like, there's something mysterious about Azhsara. I remember when, you know, again, back in the old day, but basically, Azhsara always seemed really mysterious to me, and you always hear about Azhsara. Who is Azhsara? Like, what is she up to? Is she in the game? Is she over here? But you know that Azhsara is going to be filled with Naga, and let alone, you know, both pre-Kata and after Kata, there are Naga, as we can see here, these beautiful little Nagas patrolling. So, one of the really key points of Azhsara is called Ruins of Eldorath. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But basically, it is an ancient Night Elven city, located right in the middle of Azhsara. And basically, the Great Sundering, you know, caused most of it to just put into rubble. So basically, before Kata, this used to be really, like, a lot nicer and not in kind of ruins how we're seeing it right now, you know, with all the tumbled stuff and, you know, really cool looking stuff. Actually looks like a Temple of the Moon when I saw it here, when I was kind of going around before the video, and I wasn't totally off when I looked it up. Oh, oh boy, I don't even know where my spells are. Oh god. Holy Nova. Oh god. This is so newbie. Oh my goodness. Can I kill him? Let's see. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I went in earlier. I just didn't realize there was nothing here earlier, so I didn't know. But anyways, I thought this looked really, really familiar to the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus. And I wasn't totally wrong, because this used to be a former Temple of Elune. So basically the Temple of the Moon, Temple of Elune are very, very similar. Basically it's all the priestesses kind of, you know, worshipping good old Elune rather than, you know, Azhsara, right? So I thought that was really, really cool, and it's a really cool story. It's just basically the Naga taking over it. They're in charge, and the guy I actually just killed, his name was Lord Crasserus, I believe. Naga Lord Crasserus. Let's see, Casserus, sorry. And he's taken over the temple. Pre-Kata was some other guy named Warlord Krellian, but he's taken up himself to Forlorn Ridge, which I believe is somewhere like around here. Could be totally off. Somewhere here, something Ridge. Saw it earlier. But yeah, so he's doing other things. He gave it to this Naga leader, Lord Casserus. So, you know what? That's pretty cool. Anything to do with Night Elves and Azhara, like anything to do with Night Elves or High Elves or anything, I'm sold on the idea. It's just, Elves are just the best. You know, most of them are all power hungry, and that's pretty cool. So, anyways, moving on. I think, you know, Azhara was supposed to be, sorry, to kind of reiterate that, Azhara was supposed to be a fourth battleground called Azhara's Crater, but after the Burning Crusade with the Eye of the Storm, that's what won, in a sense. That's what it was supposed to be, but I guess Eye of the Storm either had bad reception from the players, or they were just happy with how Eye of the Storm turned out. They decided to just not have that. I'm actually curious if Azhara's Crater would have been very similar to Eye of the Storm, would have been a captured flag. We still kind of don't know really the premise of it, but you know, that's all good. I think we have a lot of battlegrounds now, right? Like let's see what we have here. I wanted to count how many battlegrounds we have. Like, look, that's still quite a few. So like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 battlegrounds, and that's excluding like things like Ashran or Wintergrasp, you know, Tul Barad and stuff, right? So, you know, I think they did a pretty good job with the battlegrounds, you know, with the terms of variety. But hey, I think more the merrier. So maybe, who knows? Maybe in the upcoming, you know, expansions, probably not Legion, but after that they might, you know, consider bringing that back. Obviously, Azhara. There is a server called Azhara on the US side, so obviously named after this zone. And also, I don't know if you guys knew, but Azhara was actually part of a 4 Wheels of Fury. So this is for a Toyota, Toyota Tacoma? Oh man, I'm really sorry. My pronunciation is really crappy sometimes. But basically, Azhara was used in a machinima. Again, my pronunciation awful. But for one of the 4 Wheels of Fury commercials, basically based on the Japanese automaker Toyota for the Toyota Tacoma. And basically, it includes, there's Nefarian and 3 players, and basically they're all like talking about mounting up and stuff, and then one of the characters actually mounts up in this Toyota Tacoma, and then the 2 other people are like, what? There are no cars in World of Warcraft, like what are you doing? And he's just going on and driving, and then Nefarian just pops out of nowhere. Yep, Nefarian just pops out of nowhere in Azhara, and then just like Nefarian grabs the car, puts it in his mouth like Jurassic Park style, and then all of a sudden the car just comes out of Nefarian's belly, and there's like the Michael Bay explosions going on with it. So that was hilarious. So if you guys want to watch that, the link is in the article. So just make sure to click the article to this video and you'll be able to take a look at it. And by article, I mean for this video is part of an article for PWNCAST, so make sure to just click on it and look it up. Or if anything, if you're already on YouTube right now, just look up 4 Wheels of Fury World of Warcraft. It'll be the first link that comes up. So anyways, this is what really interests me about Azhara, so I'm going to kind of cut it short today and leave it at that. But if you do want to continue the conversation about Azhara by things I should have talked about, you know, I would talk about the goblins that kind of took over here, like with Galliwix and stuff, but honestly that's not things that quite interest me that much to kind of mention in the video. I'll give them just a special, you know, honor and just kind of mention them briefly kind of thing. But I never really quite liked the goblins, so that's why I'm not really talking about them. But if, by all means, if you'd like to talk about them, please leave your comments down below in the video, and I'll be sure to talk to you about that. So if anything, have you guys a great day, and thank you for watching.